All right, awesome. Okay. Well, welcome to the Take Action series where we are here today to learn about Groove Member. Groove Member is going to be our topic for this week. We're going to deep dive into the places of Groove Member you just have not explored before, and we have our expert trainer here with us, Peter Moniro. Now, embarking on a transformative journey with GrooveAsia's Take Action series, which is a monthly free initiative designed to empower our community members in mastering the Groove platform. And that's what we want you to do, to master it, because you have it, you might as well use it. Now, in this February edition, we are thrilled to announce a deep dive into Groove Member. It's the powerhouse of course building within the Groove Suite. Now, our expert trainer, Peter Moniro, brings a wealth of experience to the table. Hailing all the way from New Zealand, Peter initiated his online selling adventures in 2007. That's navigating through a time with limited training and resources. Now, his pioneering e-commerce suite, built on a basic web hosting platform, evolved alongside the digital landscape. Now, having successfully sold on Amazon and eBay, Peter discovered Groove in 2019, elevating his website and e-commerce store development for both personal and client projects. Now, this is a great thing about having Peter with us, that he has started from scratch. He knows how to do these things from scratch, not using templates. Going using templates, you might get stuck on some things. So you need to know how to do it from scratch, the back ends, the nitty gritty of things. And this is what the Take Action Challenge is about. We want to help you to not only use the platform and be proficient with it, but also if you get stuck, a way to how to do the workarounds. That's what this Take Action Challenge about, because that's what we want you to do, is to take action. Well, before we get started, if you are here live, put in a hashtag live. If you're here on the replay, put in a hashtag replay. We have a few in the room, and if you want to come into the Zoom room, there will be a link in the YouTube channel in just a moment where you can come in, or you can go to our calendar, which is at GrooveAsia.cm, and click on the hyperlink to get to the calendar and come into the Zoom room for this week. It's going to be the same link all week long. All right, so without further ado, we want to welcome Peter to the stage. Welcome, Peter. Glad to have you.
Thanks, Karen. Thank you for the introduction. And yeah, it's awesome to be here, and I'm excited about this challenge for the Take Action. And I just want to say hello to the people in the Zoom room and anybody that's actually watching us on YouTube Live. Karen, you may want to put the link directly to the team calendar because of the site being under maintenance at the moment with the GrooveAsia.cm. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and as you all know, this is about Groove Member, and I'm not sure if any of you or have actually started a course or a Groove membership. And if you haven't, this is going to be great for you. If you have, you might see something that you probably didn't know, or you might know this stuff already. But it's good to actually go through it, get a refresher. I mean, it's been a while since I've actually done a course, but going back to it again, definitely had to make sure that the processes and got that correct. Now, one of the things is that you need to do some pre-planning, and I'm just going to actually bring up my mind map here. So if you don't know about it, it's MindMeister, and if you use it's quite, I think you get 2 or 3 maps that you can do. I've used MindMeister to actually map out my whole membership, and you'll see as we go just how in depth it is. So I'll bring this up. All right, so as you can see there, it's just the Groove membership, but as you click on here, things start to appear. So We create a membership in courses. So we have Groove member add category, and then we've also got customized membership dashboard, Groove member add courses, and course access. Now we're just going to work from the left to the right. And probably the first thing that we need to do is that we actually do need to add a Groove member category. All right, so that's probably the first step that we need to do. I'm going to log into my Groove account. And if you're new to Groove and you're watching this, when you log into your Groove account, you're going to have a menu up the top here. And also, if you hover over the icon, the Groove icon here, you'll also get another menu here that you can choose from as well. So either here or over here, doesn't really matter. But I'm going to go to Groove member. All right, so one of the, like I said, one of the first things that we need to do is that we need to add a new membership. Now, I've already added a membership, but I'm going to go through the process anyway, and I'm just going to go add new membership, and then I'll go back to what I've actually used before, what I've actually set up before to use it as example as we go through. But it's just mainly about adding a membership first and what you need to do. All right, so I'm going to put in here Mastering Groove, and I also actually have that already, but I'm just going to do it again because it falls in line with what I'm actually going to be showing you throughout the week. So Mastering Groove, and we'll put Groove.cm, make it a little slightly different. Okay, want to give it a subdomain. So you can put something like obviously you're going to have like it's going to be going to have your domain in it, so you don't need to put your domain in there. You just need to put something at the beginning. I'm just going to put what should we put? Let's just put student. And I think that's a minute. Student dot dot groove. I think you have to put the whole lot in there actually. Sorry, I'm just having trouble trying to see the screen on this one. Okay, Groove member.net. So no, sorry, it has to be my domain. Mastering Groove, and that would be com. Get rid of this. All right, so there we go. We got student.masteringgroove.com and groovemember.net. So I think that's about right. Anyway, I'm just going to use default sender. I'm not going to use custom sender. You will have to use a sender that you've already got in your Groove mail. But I'm just going to use the default sender at this stage. We don't. Well, I'm going to put the Mastering Groove in here, and I'm going to put the root location, and then also I need to choose an image. So I'm just going to grab an image. Where are we? That size is okay. And then save. Oh. Okay, can't have any more than okay, let's just got to see what this is actually doing here. I'm actually going to take that out. I'm just going to take out this and see what happens there. Okay, I think that was it. Oops, no, wasn't it? Good. I might actually just look at what I did on the other one, actually. Shooting was actually like this, but never mind. I'll see if this works. If this doesn't work, I'll actually just go to my other one and just see what I've done there. In fact, I might just click on that one now and we'll just work with this one. Yeah, mastering groove. Okay, I did actually have it. Yeah, not sure why it didn't happen on the other one, but anyway, there you go. I've actually, let's just carry on with this. I've put in Mastering Groove. Mastering Groove is a subdomain, and I'm using the masteringgroove.com as a root domain, and then I've also got my logo, and then basically save. So in this case, I've already saved it. All right, so we've added the membership. One of the other things that you need to do is that once you've got the membership, you do need to actually customize your membership site. So let's just go back to here. So add in the go to Groove Member, add category. So we need to go to Groove Member, add new membership, and then the membership name, which is what we just done, and then the subdomain, the sender, which was the default, and we did our logo, and the English was the language was English. So we've done that, but now we move on to the next one, which is customize the membership dashboard. All right, so when you go into the membership dashboard, and hopefully this is you can see this. It's all you've seen when I'm changing, Karen. Yeah. Okay, cool. When you go into customize the membership site, you're going to have this here, right? So that picture wasn't there before; it was just black. So, but I'll go through that. Now, this is really just the template, or if you like, it's the structure of the membership. So this is not where you add your courses and stuff. This is simply controlling or managing what the layout looks like, the theme of your membership site, or if your portal, if you like, because it's got your courses here, other courses that you might actually want to put in there at some other stage that they need to pay for, and this would be your general membership here for this particular course, but you may have other courses available. All right, so over here we need to actually look at the pages here. We've got About Us. So if we click on there, we've got About Us, Support and Contact Us all here. You can switch these on and off if you want. I do suggest that you make sure that terms and conditions and privacy policy is actually is on, toggled on, because that helps with your SEO as well. So that's pretty much that part. When we go down to the navigation, we also want to make sure that we've got these all in the order that we want. All right. Okay. Now you can see that the terms and condition is hidden. The title, I guess the titles are not hidden, but the pages are hidden. So you don't want to really see the pages. Or you don't want them to see the pages on your main page. So we're just going to actually hide those, and the rest can be seen, which is up here. And then we come down to templates. Now there's only really two templates. I've chosen this one. This is a little bit more modernized, but you can actually, this one's coming soon by the looks of it. So this is Groovable. That will be coming soon, but we do actually have the one choice, to be quite honest, by the looks of it. And then from there we go to settings. Now let's just see where we are on here. So with the heading, we need to actually do the logo. All right, so go settings. We've got favicon. Let's just actually have a look up here. We can actually do the logo here. We can change it there and add the logo and just put it in there, and you can make it whatever size you want. I'm going to make that one a bit bigger so it stands out. And as we come down here in terms of the settings, we've got site setting, site SEO settings. Now this is where you're obviously going to put any Google Analytics codes in here, tracking codes, or your Facebook pixel. You can put them all in here. You can stick it in the head of the site or the body. I think most people like to put it in the head of the site. And of course, we have the OG image and OG title and OG description. Now, in the past, I've said, you probably want to get ChatGPT to create that stuff for you, and then just make sure you refine it. Try and make it as much as your own in your own words, but you can use ChatGPT to create all this stuff. All right, and so let's just have a look here. We've got OG title and OG description. Now, for the OG image, the open graph image, we need something like about 1200 by 630 as the image. All right, and that's the image that people will see when you put the link into social media, and they click on the link or they see the links there, and it automatically generates or populates the image that you actually have in here, which represents your course. So if I was going to do that, then I'd probably put an image that may be related to my course. Let's just have a quick look and see what I have. I don't have anything in there. I'm just going to go grab something. All right. Okay. Let me just find some images here that I can actually put in there. You can also use free stock photos if you wanted to. Maybe we'll do that. We'll just add free stock photos. And I'll just go for learning and see what happens here. Anything that's related to what we're doing. So if you're stuck for images, then maybe this is something you might want to use. Okay, probably someone who's on the computer would be good. Let's try that one there. So this will be the image that people will see in social media. Now, the size was, I think, let me just have a quick look. 1200 by 630. Okay, so that's what we need to put in there. So we need to make that image 1200 by 630. So we click on the three dots, go to the cropping, and we'll see what the size is already. So it's 5472 by 3648. So we need to make it smaller. I'm going to put in 1200 first. I'll make sure that the lock is on and 1200 first, and then I'll see what I've actually got. So I'm a little bit in the height, I'm a little bit high. So I need to make that 630. I'm just going to bring this down a bit. So I'm going to crop it basically, and I'm going to do probably about there and see what happens here. Now you can see it reverts back to a bigger size. So you just need to put the 1200 in again. And I wasn't too far off, 625. So what you can do, instead of playing around with this to try and get it dead on 630, what you can do is just unlock this, because 5 pixels is not going to be a hell of a lot. And we're just going to make this 630. And then enter. All right, so now this is 1200 by 630, this image, and now we can put that in there. We'll just crop and select. There we go. So we've got our OG image in there. In terms of OG title, I'm just going to go to ChatGPT and put this to ChatGPT about what we're doing here and in the Groove, as far as Groove membership goes. Now, it does actually have a lot of history of what I've actually been putting into ChatGPT. So if I refer to something like Groove member and that, it might actually come up with some suggestions. So I'm just going to put in here, I want you to create Oops. A OG title and OG description. For my mastering Groove course. Now, hopefully it actually recalls the stuff that I've actually put in there before and creates something. Let's just try that. There you go. So it has actually recalled on some of my history, which is good. So if you've actually been using ChatGPT to create a course and you're using it to create some content and stuff like that, when you at a later stage, if you want to, instead of actually trying to, I guess, trying to mention everything about the course and everything else, when you already have done that in the past, then this can recall what you've done and put it into a into whatever you want. So obviously, remembers, I'm going to use this. Here, and I'm going to put that into my OG title. Oops. Like I said, you can change it to make it your own. Just probably get the what ChatGPT does, and you might want to change it. In this case, I'm just going to leave it as it is, and I'm going to grab the description here. I'm not going to be worried about emojis. Oh, and put that in there. All right, so what we have is our OG title and our OG description. Obviously, you will put your tracking codes in there. With the favicon, I'm just going to choose the one that I had before, but I'm going to make it smaller. Actually, just see if there's a size here. Recommended size 32 by 32. So I'm just going to make this 32 by 32 and then crop. All right, so we've got our favicon in there and we've got our OG stuff. And here, I don't actually have a tracking code yet, but I will probably enter that in later on. Label settings. All right, so basically this is the stuff that you actually get when you get into your dashboard. So you'll see the log out, you'll see the profile, which is basically here. Where are we? Will actually appear up here. When you click on here, it'll go log out. You'll have learn more as another label somewhere, and then you'll have access now to as well for courses, which is those labels there, as you can see. Let's just see where we are on this now. So we've done the logo, the title and the caption, edit background. Okay, so where we're at now is we want to add an image in here. All right, so when you actually first see this, you're not going to have any image. What's going to happen is you're going to just see a black background. It's just going to look like that. All right. You put your title in here, and then you put your caption in here by just clicking on there and adding it in. And with the black background, if you want to put an image in there, all you do is actually come over to the right here, and then you click on here and grab an image from your gallery. Okay, and then add that in. As you can see, I've used this image here. I'm not sure if I don't think there was any reference to a size, but I've added that image in there. And when you add an image, you may not see it because you'll just still see the black. That's when you need to come over to here, which is the painter's board or whatever it is, and click on overlay, and then come down here and then adjust this to whatever you want. I like to make it a little bit more darker. like not too light, just so that the text on here can stand out. So that's my image over here. All right, coming back to our sequence here, we've got edit background. We applied the image. We set the overlay, which is what we've just done. All right. Now on the sidebar menu, we have the templates, pages, navigation, and settings, which I think I've already made reference to. If we go over here, pages. Oh, there we go. That might be on the next one. Pages. We've got the pages there. That could be in the next one that we do. All right. So we've actually set up the template. This is basically the structure of what is the layout of it. And of course, down here you can change your logo down here as well. So I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. It sticks out. And save. Cool. All right. Now that we've done that, we're just going to save it. The other thing is too, you can actually change the mode that it's in terms of if you wanted a dark color. I'm just going to proceed, and then this is what you're going to get. All right, so you're going to get it in dark mode. If you want to do it in custom, you just go into custom, and then you can change the colors like the header navigation. I'm going to change that to, I'm going to stick with my theme, which is the kind of the red color. Mind you, my logo doesn't stick out, so I might just make that black. Yeah. And then I'm going to do the same for the footer. I'm going to make that black as well. All right. And the button settings, I'll probably do those in the red color. All right. So now we've got this whole layout sorted. I don't think we need to do any more. If I go back to my map here, yeah. Sidebar menu, page tippers. Yeah. If I go back to here, I think we've done everything in here that we can do, and then we just go save. I don't really want to put it in dark mode. I just want to leave it in this sort of custom mode, but you can actually go into light mode if you want to. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I think that's enough for now. I'm just going to go save. All right, and then I'm going to go out. All right, so we customized our membership site. Basically, we just customized the theme, and we added images to, as the logo and things like that. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to go into here, manage, where are we? Let's go in there, manage membership settings, I think it is. No, not that one, sorry. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, membership settings. So here we have the Mastering Groove, which is the name or the title. Mastering Groove is the description, and we just obviously put our logo in. Our domains is Mastering Groove. That's our root domain. Our email settings, send out default welcome. So if you remember back in the settings that I did before, this is basically all the settings that we've actually entered in, or the things that we selected. We can actually enable it for a portal, and we haven't created one yet, but we can do it later on. At the moment, I might just switch that off. Course display settings. So it says here, when the user is not logged in, all the courses that are added to the membership will be displayed, and when logged in, the courses will be displayed in two sections. One section will show courses that they have access to, which I've showed you before, and the other section will show the courses that they do not have access to, and you can actually have those as a paid courses. Or you can just actually display only the ones that they have access to. Okay. All right, so we'll come back to this later, and we'll actually add the course. You can see that I've already got a course there, but I'm going to leave it for now. And well, we don't have to worry about this just yet. We'll leave that as well, but we'll refer back to this later. Okay, so templates. We went through the templates. There was the Groovy and the Groovable is coming. The pages basically was what I showed you in terms of the navigation. And we went through the header, the footer, changing colors and the logo. And then the settings here, we created the favicon. We haven't added any codes yet, but we've done the open graph settings and the OG title and the OG description. All right, and label settings, we've covered those as well. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to start adding courses. So let me just see where we are here. All right. I'm going to come back to here and we're just going to go out for now. And we're going to go manage courses. All right, I'm just going to stop share for a sec, maybe a sec. All right, so hopefully so far you guys have kind of caught up with me in terms of what I'm doing and following it. There were a few things I kind of stumbled on because I didn't realize that they were actually in there. But this is my mind map anyway, and I'm following this at the moment. Oh, you can't see that just yet, but let me just... All right, share again. All right, when we go back to the main dashboard here, we want to go to manage courses. So we've actually click on here. Now we can add a course. As you can see, I've added a course. I'm going to add another one. So I'm going to create a new course, and I'm going to have this mastering. Going to be mastering Groove Mail. Oh, sorry, yeah, Groove Mail. We'll put Groove Mail in there. That's the title of the course, and we'll just put navigating Groove Mail and setup. Right. The course sales page, that would probably be HTTPS mastering Groove. And I will put / Groove Mail. And I'll leave it like that actually. All right, instructor. Now you need to add yourself as an instructor, and that's one thing I probably didn't, I missed, but I will show you how to do that. But as you can see, I've got my one here, and another one is one of my clients. I'm going to add me as an instructor. You can add multiple instructors, by the way. It doesn't just have to be you, it can be somebody else as well. And the default category is basically going to be Groove.cm mastery. Now, I'm going to choose that same image I had before. I'm just going to select and save. All right, and I'm just going to use the template. Where we go, we're going to preview them. We can have it running down the side there, or we can have it running down. I think it's have it look like this. I think this is the one that I've actually used in the other course. So I'm just going to use this one. All right, and this is what your layout will look like in terms of the course. So this is where you're going to add modules and all that sort of stuff. And so this is when it gets a little bit more in deep about how to add modules, chapters, and lessons. And so we'll be covering some of that today because there's quite a bit involved, but we'll be covering some of that today. Now I'm going to log out of this one because I'm just going to go into the one that I've done and just show you what it looks like. So I've got Groove pages here. I'll probably might rename that as well. And then I'm just going to go into edit course. Now in Groove pages, I've already set up the banner here. And as you can see, I've actually created a background for the banner. And then I've also got all my courses here. Sorry, all my modules, if you like. So there's an introduction, add new, what's this one here? Choose a template, build a template. Oh, yeah. Okay, add new site. So that's one of the instructions. Here's the breadcrumbs up here. We can just go back to the main one here. And then I've also got Groove Pages Module 1 and Groove Pages Module 2. All right. And then when we go into it, okay, if we go into this one here, Groove Pages Module 1, then you can see what I've done here is I've actually added the different things that I'm going to be covering. Now, so these are the chapters, and in those chapters will be the lessons. So what I've done here is I've actually created, if you have a look at, I'm just going to duplicate this page here, and I'm going to go to Groove Pages. Where are we? Groove Pages. And log into one of these. Let's just do this one here. So I'm just going to manage. So what I'm doing with my course, and it's probably, in terms of training, there's a lot more involved. I've actually broken everything down, and I'm going to be covering each little bit in Groove Pages, which means I'm not just going to actually cover how to create a website from scratch or even just from the templates, but I'm also going to cover things like here in terms of covering the funnels, the webinars, the pop-ups, and the global blocks, and then covering also not so much the blocks because that's actually or just choosing a template, but this one here, elements. I'll be covering things about the elements as well. I'll be covering things about the settings, whether it be page settings and site settings. Also things like tracking codes, styling, SEO, and redirection. So I'm going to be covering all those little things in bite sizes, if you like, so that when people are looking for something in reference to that, they don't actually have to watch a whole video to try and get to that point where I've actually taught about it. So I'm going to try and put them all in bite sizes so that if it's something to do with styling, they can just go to the styling lesson and then they can see how to use the styling feature. And the same applies with the other side. I'm going to be doing the same with the other side as well. So let me just click on that. I'm going to be going through all of these as well, singly. They're going to be, each one of these are going to be a lesson, but they're, depending on what's involved in them, there'll be either a short lesson or there'll be, just a little bit longer lesson to cover those things. But whatever needs to be covered, they will be covered in that. So if I'm talking about text and all that and what this all means, then basically that won't be, it won't be a very long video or lesson. And same with background. But those things are just done. I found doing them individually, people will find it easy to actually go straight to that particular lesson and then just learn about that particular feature, rather than watch a whole video trying to find where I spoke about the backgrounds and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think about that? Because it's a lot more work, but once it's set up, right, that's done. And all you have to do, instead of actually, if there's any updates to any of the features, then you can go straight to that feature and just update that alone. You don't have to update the whole video, right? The whole lesson on how to create a Groove pages. And that's why I'm doing it that way. And I do realize it's a lot of work, but when we're looking at what Groove has in store for the future and those sorts of things, then this would be quite useful, because what I keep hearing is people don't want to watch an hour video if they just want to know one little thing. And that's been part of the part of what people have been saying in some of the group chats and stuff like that. So that's why I've done it this way. I'm not sure if anybody else does it that way, but this is the way that I thought I would do it. And like I said, it's a lot more work, but it's worth it. All right, let's go back to where are we? Mind map. Okay. So we've covered all this. I'm just going to close these up so that we actually, I'll just close it up here. All right. So now we're at, one more thing I need to actually have here was this one here. We needed to create a Groove member category. Now, I didn't show you that, and I need to show you that. So we're going to go back into Groove again. Where are we? Come back here. All right. We're going to go manage site. I think it's on the, no, site settings. Did I create a category in there? It's pretty much it there, I think. Hang on. Analytics, manage courses, manage members. Yeah, I think by doing that, I've actually created a category anyway. Cool. Home, memberships, Groove member dashboard, courses. Yeah, I think by my initial setup would have created the category, so we're all good there. Let's go back into here. So courses, Groove member and add courses. So add a new course. We've done that, and we've given it a title, so we don't need to cover that again. I think that was the one we covered. Yep. Let's go to courses, add modules and lessons. So this is where we'll start getting into a bit more involved into adding into our membership. Of course, I actually mentioned before that, these are modules, and when we go back to here, to the main part here, to the main dashboard of your login, then this is where you'll find all your different modules, but you'll find your the titles of the modules. So in this case here, when I go to introduction, and then I'm going to have quick overview, and this is what you'll get when you come in here. So you will have I'll have a video of just a quick overview of Groove pages, and here I'll have some writing here. What I've done too as well, and this might be handy for you to know, is that I've grabbed the video from the Groove.cm, which is the overview video. So if I go there, and that's about Groove pages. So if I go to Groove.cm, and I will show you where that is. So because I'm training on Groove pages, I specifically want to go to the Groove pages app here. So I'm going to click on there. And this is the video that I've grabbed. I think it's only like only 3 minutes long. So this is the one that I've actually added in there, and that will give a nice introduction into the Groove pages. So this here is just basically a header, if you like. I'm going to have some writing here, which I do actually have a brief, some content here, just explaining the overview briefly. And then, of course, you've got the video. And that's kind of like all you need. Then when they've finished that lesson, they can mark it as completed, and then they can go to the next lesson. Now, I'm getting through this quite quickly, and I do want to slow this down a wee bit because I want to show you how you do all this so that you can do it yourself. All right, so I'm going to go out of here and I'm going to go to the one that I actually created, the course that I created here. No, I haven't actually started with this other than do the dashboard, if you like, or the login. When you log in, this is what you're going to see. All right, so when we come up to the side here, we've got all this here: welcome, module, lesson, chapter, lesson. Right, so now it's a matter of actually going through all that and explaining how that all works. Now, I'm mindful of the time, and we are going to keep to time on this because there's a lot to cover, and I don't think by doing covering part of this today is going to do any justice because really it's something that you need to sort of see in one go rather than in two parts. So here we're going to be going over this tomorrow, how we can lay this out, how we create a module, how we create chapters and lessons. All right, and that's what we're going to be covering tomorrow. I'll show you that very shortly on our slide. And you know, adding the images and all that. So banner settings. When you come along this side here, you've also got like theme templates here. This one's in beta at the moment, so there's still work being done on this. And then we've got this one here as well. Let's just have a quick look at that one. This is the preview of this one. All right. So that's quite different to what I've used in my other course. I've used this one instead, which is the one that you just seen earlier. I quite like this because it's more modern and yeah, just looks nicer. All right. Over here, we've got settings. And of course, we're just going to have the general settings. Now, I've got here like the description of what this is for, the title, obviously, Mastering Groove Mail. The course slug is going to be Mastering Groove Mail. So it's going to be masteringgroove.com / mastering groove mail. All right, and that's what I want as my URL. So when I actually put it anywhere in social media or in a blog or things like that, then people will be able to see that. It'll go directly to where their course is. All right, I'm the instructor and the category is Groove.cm Mastery, which is the one I showed you before. All right, there. Or I did before. Template settings, we've got the sidebar, so we can have the sidebar either on the right or on the left. So if I go left and then update, then you'll see it here on the left. All right. And again, if I go, there I go. If I go right, where are we? If I go right, put it there. Sidebar sticky. Now, I haven't actually tried this feature out, but if it's kind of what I think it is, it will just sort of stay put, I think. But I've got the progress bar on as well. So let's just update and see what this actually looks like. So sticky. Not sure what that. So we've actually got the progress bar here as well to show you how far you've gotten through this lesson or through this module. And so that's very handy for them to see. Then they'll know where they're at, right? I'm not sure about the sticky part, but I've just turned it on and I can't really see any changes or anything, but I'm going to leave it off anyway. I didn't have it on the other one, so I'm not going to have it on this one. But I will have the side, I will have the progress bar and, featured image and the progress bar. All right, so I've just, you've got simple sidebar or you've got an icon-based sidebar. Let's just see what that is. Update. Now, I'm not sure what it was, but I think you can put your photo over here too as well, or you can put something else in there, but you can insert some text and all that. So this is basically, we're going to cover all of this on tomorrow's lesson because there is a lot more involved, especially when we get into the modules and all that, and adding content, because that's another thing that I want to cover. Basically, what I want to try and get everybody to is to a point where they can start adding their content into the courses. So if we have a look at this one here, no, getting it like kind of what I've done here. We've got the modules, and then we've got like the lessons, and then having that to that point there. All right. And that's what we want to try and do. We want to try and get you guys to that point, and then you can just start working on adding content in here. And I'll show you that as we go through the duration of these of this take action. All right, where are we? All right, I'm going to finish it there because we're only 5 minutes from on top of the hour. If you're actually in the YouTube and you can see the link to come into the Zoom and you need to ask some questions, click on the YouTube because, click on the link in the YouTube because we won't be recording the question side of it. It will be just the lessons. So if you do actually have some questions, make sure to jump into the Zoom. We'll probably spend around about 15 minutes on that, and then we'll call it a wrap today after that. But otherwise, we've gone through probably the initial part of it, and we're going to get into the real meaty bit, which is going to be obviously adding all the courses and the modules. All right, that's me, Karen. Actually,
All right.
one more thing. Sorry, Karen. Sorry.
No worries.
I forgot. I've got to come over to here, to our slide here. All right. So what we did today was choose and configure your membership name and domain, customize the branding, look and feel of your site, and understand the essential membership settings and access. Now, that's what we're going to cover. The access, we're going to cover that later on in the take action sessions. But tomorrow we're going to be like personalizing your dashboard layout to match your brand, which is what we've done today. So I've got ahead of myself and customize your header banner, and we've done that as well. We've actually done all that, and so I found it sort of like it went really quickly. I should have slowed it down so that if you weren't sort of keeping up with me, then you'll be able to follow. But if you were able to keep up with me, then that's good. I mean, at the end of the day, we're ahead of the game, and we pretty much covered all that stuff here. But what I really wanted to do was to create all this stuff here. Might go through that. So that's day 3, but we'll go through some of the other things that I touched on today, and just kind of like a refresher in day 2, and then we'll move into the courses. And we could be actually the reason why we've called this the Take Action Challenge is because a lot of these courses don't take 5 days. All right, they don't take 5 days. Some of them actually take a lot shorter. In this case, we'll probably end up maybe doing 4 days, but it's going to be a lot. It won't be the 5-day thing, and that's why we moved away from the 5-day challenge to take action, because that's what it's all about. And if you've followed me so far and you can get to that point where I got to, then great. Maybe do that as your homework for today or tonight, wherever you are in the world. Do that as your homework, and because tomorrow, and I'm sure Karen was going to go over this anyway, but tomorrow we're going to miss a day because I have a meeting that I attend every week, and so which is about this time of the morning. So it'll be the day after that we'll actually resume into day 2. Now the thing is, on that day, which will be a Wednesday night for you guys in the States, on that night, we will be starting a little bit earlier, an hour earlier, in fact, because I do actually have something to do around about this time after the session. So we will be starting an hour earlier. It'll be 6 a.m. for me. I'm not sure what time it would be for you guys in the US. I think it's either 2 or 1. But Karen will actually probably clarify that. All right, Karen.
All righty. Well, thank you so much. Peter, for what you're doing and for giving us the update of what is happening. So what is going to happen of what, just reiterate what Peter has said, is that tomorrow we are going to be giving you time to get started with your Groove member. That's what we're going to do. So we're not going to be meeting here tomorrow, But on Wednesday, we're going to start again. This is Wednesday, East Coast USA time. We're going to start an hour earlier. So instead of at 1 p.m., it's going to be at 12 noon. That's what we're going to be doing on Wednesday, and then we're going to continue on, and we might, not have to go all the way up to Saturday, because he said, this might not take 5 days at all. Might not take 5 days, but it is your opportunity to get started. Now, on Tuesday, we have the GrooveAsia Power Hour, so you can come into the GrooveAsia Power Hour to work on your course. That is going to be Tuesday, if you're in the East Coast USA, at 8 p.m. You can check the calendar for that. It is a Zoom also, and you can get started doing the steps that you're doing today. Now, with the this is going to be a replay, but it's not going to be available right after this showing, but it will be available later on this evening, and you could go and replay and go through the steps. Press pause if you need to. Just to let you know what we have here on the calendar of what's going on, and hopefully you'll be able to see that in just a moment. Hold on. There we go. All right, our calendar. So we're here at the Take Action. We're doing Groove Member. And this evening, we have the small group coaching that Peter's going to be hosting too. So if you have questions about online entrepreneurship, marketing, digital marketing and strategy, this is the place to come. And come with questions. Come with questions, because we're here to answer your questions. Not really have a presentation to give you. We're here to answer questions, solve problems. The Power Hour Plus is going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. and there will be no Take Action series. We're going to start that again on the 12th, which is Wednesday, and it's going to be at 12 noon. That's going to be corrected in just a moment. And then we're going to continue on with the rest of our activities we have for the week. Another small group coaching, which is Nick. Nick is in our room here. He's going to be hosting at 10 a.m. on Thursday morning if you're here on the East Coast of USA. And we continue on to Take Action, and we have Power Hour again, and then we're going to finish it off with the rest of our Take Action series. So those are things that we have coming up. Hope to see you soon, or see you in the room at the Take Action series or in the Zoom. So for those of you who are in the Zoom, please stay tuned here, because we have a time where you can ask questions so we can get those resolved for you. And for those of you that are on the YouTube channel, you too are invited here into the Zoom if you have questions or need to get if you have questions about the Groove Member. Until next time.